Hello, I hope the stream is started. Let's drop the link again. Okay, and so today I will stream Atomar. Hopefully we will find some opponents to play. But first, let me explain rules for maybe players who don't know what Atomar is. It was invented by Chronatog, who is current organizer of Atomic World Championship. The problem with Atomic is that it is very imbalanced. So white can create really bad threats on the first move. For example, this move is losing in Atomic because white can just checkmate immediately. So what is different in Atomar? In Atomar, the same rules apply with respect to capturing, except, for example, if you take this pawn, then all non-pawn pieces. Okay, audio very quiet. Yes, I know it is quite quiet, but I think if you increase the volume, it will be fine. It's just my microphone records with such volume, and I need to somehow artificially maybe increase. So the difference in Atomar is that the king is not blown up. For example, let's say here the knight must be. For example, let's say black plays this, and if I play this, then in Atomic the king is blown up, the game over. But in Atomar, these pieces come over the board, and the king survives, just like the pawns. Moreover, the king can take this knight and survive too. In this regard, it is even stronger than pawns, because pawns, when pawn take, the pawn also disappears. But when king takes in Atomar, it survives. So since kings are so strong, they play a very important part in the game, and it is also not easy to checkmate right in the opening. This makes the game more balanced than Atomic. Yes, I will play in a couple of minutes. Let's just see if my stream is... no, I am offline, right? This is bad actually. Okay, so the chess didn't detect my stream. It's not very good. Again, issues with that. Okay. Okay, let me show some maybe endgame patterns that are present in this game. In this game, there is no check. So you must directly capture the king to win, because the king is immune to explosions. So basically the only way to win is stalemate, for example, in such endgame. It is not hard to win with the extra queen. Moreover, if you stalemate like that, first of all, the kings can stand next to each other and no king can capture. This is an additional rule. I can stream while I can stream on the chess page while I am showing like studies on the chess. When I will play on chessvariants.training, I remove the chess. I just want to, for my followers in the chess, to know that the stream is started. But okay, if they won't see this, they will probably still see the forum post, so it's not that bad. Okay, so this position is also immediately winning for white with black to move, because black must move to one of these four squares. They cannot capture the king by the separate rule that one king cannot capture another. And even if one king stands next to each other, we still can capture this king because our king is immune to captures. So this sometimes deceives atomic players because this move is completely fine in atomic, for example, because you cannot take the king, but in Atomar you can take the king and win. Okay, so I roughly explained the rules. I think now we can start playing. Let's first remove chess.org from the stream name, and now I will create a seek on chessvariants.training. Done suggests to play. Okay, let's play done. Okay, let's remove this sound first. Okay, what do we play? Knight c3 seems like a normal move in Atomar. Let's play d4. This is some scammy move. So this is not a threat to checkmate the king, but it takes lots of material. So possibly, okay, he decided to play e5. I think knight d5 is good here, because I threaten to capture here, and this takes less material. So he needs to decide what to do in this position. And I still, okay, captures like that. And I can capture like that, right? What should I do really? Maybe I should make some queen move, queen d4. But I will not capture his queen. Okay, let's take this. Have I win any material? Looks like I am a pawn up right now, but oh, yes, he has this move. I missed that. Maybe this is not such a good opening for white then. He gives this is not really a check, but this is an attack on king, so I must defend. Okay. So looks like this move is forced to prevent some material wins. His pawn structure is very solid. I don't particularly like that. I played this move. Doesn't look very nice. His knight is very active. Let's take this knight. I am some material down. Like exchange down. Yes, I am exchange down. This should not be too bad in Atomar. Okay, maybe I should not actually move my pawns too far because his king will come and try to capture, but it will be hard for his king to come to these two pawns and I can defend like that in a pawn chain. Okay, the rook comes here. Let's develop the bishop and allow our king to walk. Okay, I can also put my second pawn here at any moment, so it doesn't look like there are some issues. Now, since this is endgame, the kings get very active, because you cannot give any threats to capture the kings. Let me call them checks, despite there are no checks in the game. These are kind of checks still. So since the king cannot get under check, and it is very hard to capture the king because it cannot be exploded, the kings get very active in the endgame and try to capture everything that they can. So I need to activate my king. Yes, this pawn structure is not bad, but I think it's worse than just keeping pawns on the roll, because the king can start to capture them potentially. But how will I do that? It's not yet clear. Let's continue to activate our king. This king will be very annoying, maybe on e5. And also not allow his king to move, because this pawn controls this square, and this square will be occupied by my king. This check should not be super dangerous for me. Just go on that here, and it's very hard to capture my king. On the other hand, two rooks can checkmate in principle. So I should be wary of that. Also, he may take with the rook on e4 at some point. Okay, here. Yes, I missed that. But there are some issues for him still. First of all, this rook is vulnerable. Let's play this. I want to block. Oh, I cannot block because he can take this bishop then. Okay, he exchanges the rook. Okay, let's exchange. I will try to invade with my king. I can do that, right? A bit dangerous. He still can take. But my king is much more active, so this pawn endgame should be good for me. If he takes, his rook also disappears. Yeah, I can do that, right? Let's do that and try to capture his pawns. Okay, he wants to defend. But oh, he can capture my bishop. I blundered that. Okay, let's play this one. Yes, I am still not used to patterns in this game. This pawn should be dead though. So I still have a chance for a draw probably. Maybe even for a win. Because when the king is so active and his king is very far from taking the pawns, it can change very fast. He just give up the rook. Okay. So he wants to say that he promotes the pawn. This is bad actually. What can I do? I can go and capture all these pawns. Let's try to do that, because this is funny. There will be a queen playing against 3 pawns probably. Now let's play this and do that. I will try to make this chain and just capture his pawns. Okay. There is a problem for him. Okay, he allows to queen. Looks like a draw, because these 2 pawns have a hard time to promote, even if queen exchange. Okay, I make a queen. What next? Oh! Okay. That was very bad. I just missed the check. Okay, but this was a draw actually. Yes, that was a scam. Why this move? I don't understand. Let's play. Oh, here's why. Okay, this is some new kind of scam. He doesn't take here. Let's play this. And can I play h5. If he takes, looks like I'm not super down material. He decided to take like that. I take this. What is the material? I am a rook down, but he is. If he takes, say he's 2 pawns down, right? He doesn't take. He will take probably. Let's develop. My pawn structure is a bit. Why he doesn't take this bishop? I think bishops are in general a bit stronger in Atomar than in Atomic, so he should have really taken that. Okay, can I play this? Let's try. Takes. Could actually close like that. Or should I develop the knight? No, he just takes the knight. I don't think this is a good exchange for me. Okay. I don't mind probably exchanging like that. Let's just develop pieces. I also think if he plays this, I can just move with the bishop. Okay, what can I play? Oh, if I start to move this pawn, then it will be very vulnerable to the king. So I should activate my king somehow instead of moving pawns that far. Let's activate. He wants to capture here, right? I don't mind. Let him do that. If he captures here, my king is so active. Then I just exchange second pair of rooks and try to win this endgame. Okay, what he can try now. Let's try to play this maybe. I have this check. If he plays king here, I take this rook. And I try to block here. It's like a nice option. Does he has any temples? Right now, no. This bishop can be taken though. I need to be very careful. Also this knight. Check. He could give it earlier actually. Can give it now. Scam. So if I move here, I don't want to give up that bishop. But on the other hand, he plays this, right? Yes, this gets very annoying. Let's not do that. Can I exchange the rooks somehow? Like that. I'm not sure how exactly I should exchange the rooks. Can I just take? Okay, this looks like a retarded way to exchange the rooks. Okay, I'm fine. Probably. I should play this maybe at some point. And my king can go capture his pieces. this check, and my king goes capturing his pawns, actually. Okay, he wants to capture my knight for free, but I won't give him this opportunity. Oh, he blundered the king, right. Revenge for the previous game, actually. Okay, so let's play d4. I'll play 4 games, probably versus Dan and see if someone else wants to play. Because some other people might want. But if nobody else wants, then I continue playing versus Dan. Okay, so here I think e4 is the move. You'll have a hard time to remove from this pin. For example, he can play this, queen c8, h3. And after that, okay, I play h3 still. It is not clear where his knight is going. His pieces are quite paralyzed in this position. Can I play this? Because if here I just take, and this is quite good exchange in Atomar. I think it is better than in Atomic. Pieces should worth a bit more than pawns. So he should, okay, he allows this. This is weird, what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to give this check and take, but I can close with the knight, right? Okay. This doesn't look like a big threat. My position is a bit, there are many holes in it. So how do I deal with that? Also, he wants to take this knight. This is I missed. Okay, this is quite unpleasant actually. How to deal with him taking this knight? Probably I can move this bishop, but where? Here. Check. Or I can just play this. Okay, let's try this. You can take this, unfortunately. But I have 2 bishops after that, and maybe this is some compensation. Okay, let's just take this pawn. I don't like that. He wanted to play this. Okay. But this gets very tricky. Let's play this. If he takes, I take the rook. Should be okay. Check. I cannot castle because queen. Okay. My dark squares are very weak. And my clock is also very weak. Okay. I can't really play this, right? Because I take. So what can I do? I can try to maybe take this. And he might invade here. I don't think this is super dangerous actually. I just wanted to prevent this capture. So took the knight. Now I want to take this bishop. I think I will be able to do that, or maybe no. just played that and that. Yeah, probably that makes sense for him. Maybe I just play queen c1. Okay, he trapped my rook. Let's play this. If he takes, I take this bishop. Probably fine exchange for me. Unfortunately, yes, he has this move. I don't want to waste tempo on some stuff. So I let him take the rook. Maybe I can take this because queens are not so strong. Okay, what should I do next? Let's move faster. I want to activate my rook. This bishop is very active, so I think it is roughly equal to this inactive rook. I think he wins much by doing that. Okay, but he wants now to take. My queen is under attack. What should I do about that? I don't know. Looks quite bad. Maybe I move queen here. So it is hard to catch this queen now. My king is quite weak. Can he checkmate me? This actually looks quite bad. Really, really bad. If he does that, I need to capture, right? Oh, no. Let's play this. Oh, he just has this move, right? Not good. Not good. Does he have mate? How should I capture that like that, I think? If my king can capture this pawn. Oh, but his second rook is going on. I will have some scams along this diagonal, I think. He plays this, I take queen. Okay, let's take this rook. Wow. It will be such a scam if my king survives this and just takes his pawns after that. I'm not sure I will survive that. But my queen can take the rook if anything is too serious. Check. Oh, I have no time. He has this move, unfortunately. Oh, he forfeited on time. Whew. I think after that move and takes, he was just winning. Okay, it's the last game before I try to find another opponent. If I won't find another opponent, then I'll continue playing then. Okay, let's play f6. Why not? I could play knight f6, but it's so boring. Okay. Is this already bad for me? It will be a scam. Actually, I play this, and my knight is going, taking his pieces to this square. He wants to take this, I suppose. Can I do something against? e6. Oh, I have issues, actually. Looks like a scam. If I play this, he plays. Oh, I have this check though. Okay, let's try. Definitely doesn't look like a good position for me. Or maybe I can just take this knight and pretend this is not super dangerous. Actually, it is. Wow, this move. So he just wins tons of material, right? Okay, let's take this queen. Not such a ton of material. Wait, he allows me to do that. Okay. I think knight a3 was a better move. Boom, boom. What can I do? I shouldn't really move this pawn too far because his king will be much easier to capture it. So, how to develop my pieces? Let's start with the knight. I will keep my pawns far from his king. Move my king closer. Two bishops is not pleasant for me. Probably I can do that, because he either exchanges or he also creates a weak pawn. I want to exchange this. Oh wait. I completely missed that move. So he now gives up the rook. 2 pieces. Should be good for him. If he doesn't do that, I think this is a mistake. He must take. If I would take the rook, these 2 pieces disappear. So I think this way is better. Okay, he doesn't take. Let's try to exchange one pair of bishop to deprive him of 2 bishops. He doesn't want that. Let's develop our knight. So how should I start capturing all those pawns? It's not actually very clear. They can still move. Let him return the rook here. And then we will think about it. Let's just try to open the position. To proceed. Let's move this. I don't want to exchange my knight to a pawn, but how to disturb his pawn structure most nasty way. Maybe take this pawn. Okay. Okay, let's take this. Or maybe should I play this? He just captures. Let's play this. Oh, I should have taken the bishop, right? Okay, and I will just capture this pawn now with the king. Why not? Can give a check. I close. Or should I? No, I won't close. I will keep this pawn as far as possible. We say exchange, because it's a weak pawn anyway. Let's try to capture that and go here. Oh, but this is a blunder. Okay, now I should... I don't know how to win that, by the way. will be hard. I will try to cut him along this file, but he will try to exchange all the pawns. I need to preserve this pawn, I suppose. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I can just block here, right? Block here. Then I capture this pawn with the king. Should not be super hard, but creates problems, actually. Let's play this. Oh, he just takes the rook and this is a draw. This is just a draw. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to win. Okay, play this, draw. Okay, I will try to find another opponent right now. But if I won't find, then I will play then again. Alpha Echo. Okay, let's play. Okay, so there is a knight d5 scam. So let's play e6 to prevent this scam. Yes, now I want to play this and take on this square. GG's. Maybe we will play on this stream again if there will be no more. Now the general idea is to activate the pieces, castle, and try to exchange my rook for the queen. At least that's what I think from my games versus Luca. Hello, Sarang. Okay, let's play this. This knight will be very annoying. Also this check, but probably it's not super dangerous for him. I want to exchange this knight to this bishop so that I have two bishops absolutely uncountered. Can you change background color? Is there a night mode on this site? I'm not sure about this. I'll probably look into this when I will have no challenges or the next streams, where I can just win material. This looks like a GG actually. I mean, white can still play for a draw maybe somehow. This will be hard. Okay. Now I should activate my king probably. Let's try to do that. And just go capture his pawns somehow. This pawn is super weak. Very hard to defend it. And I have bishops that may prevent his king from entering my camp. Let's play this. Oh, this. Let's play this. Right. He will spend a tempo to capture this anyway. Can he play this? Okay, he didn't play. he goes like that. I play this and defend the pawn. Let's defend. That. Can he checkmate me somehow in this corner? I'm not sure about that. I don't think that these two pieces are enough. I can give this check, right? Let's give this check first. Then I move the rook. Or maybe I should ignore this rook. Why is it so important? I think it is much more important for me to capture these pawns as fast as possible. And if he exchanged this bishop to a rook, then probably it would be even harder to stop my king. So I guess I just play this. He cannot defend this pawn because any of these two moves just loses the piece together with the pawn. Very much. Let's play e4. I think I haven't played e4 yet. d5. This. I like this pin. Someone played this pin versus me, and this was very hard to unpin actually. Okay, he allows this check. I don't think this is good for him. Because here, if he closes here, he loses the queen. If he closes here, this is only temporary. Looks like he loses a queen. In Atomic, this would be an instant loss. Here only loses the queen. Actually, queen is not that strong in Atomar, so it's playable still. Could actually play this, because I don't threaten to take this anymore. Okay, this move is bad. Okay, rematch. GG. Okay, let's search for another opponent. If someone else wants to play. Okay, we can try to find c-floor. Okay, let's play something different. c6, maybe. Can I play this? Place this. I have this, and he cannot take. If he takes this, I win more material here. So I'm up a knight right now. It looks like he is a bit forward in development. This should not be critical. I can castle like that because there are no checks, so the fact that rook hits this square doesn't count. These rooks just I can exchange them like that, so that my king gets more active than otherwise. And he exposes his pawns a bit, and I take advantage of that. I think I should not. Let's just try to. Okay, he wants to play that, right? This creates a weakness for him. This pawn will be very hard to defend. So probably I can play this. Maybe take this and try to capture this pawn with the king. He defends, maybe. Decide not to. I'll just capture as many pawns as possible in this position. This threatens the fork. I cannot capture this pawn now. I don't like that. And I'm also pinned, so he can win this knight after that. Well, this move probably was bad. Let's play this. I don't know what to do. Where to put this knight? This knight looks quite miserable. He wants to capture some material. Actually, this is a good move. I should exchange like that. Let's take this. Let's go here. I want to put knight somewhere here so that I can take this pawn and not blow up my knight. Maybe I should start with this pawn. Let's play this so that his rook is not active. It's still active. I don't care. You can turn off c-floor, you can turn off chess variant sounds. I turn it off. No, this is not a draw. How is this a draw? I just capture all the pawns and it seems. Okay, let's, for example, let's capture this pawn. Try to promote this stuff. Yes, this is win. It doesn't catch this pawn. Can I increase meek volume? I will work on that, but I don't think I can really increase right now. Whoa. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. No, it is not increasing. Okay, let's put another seek. Okay, is there a night mode on this site? Hmm, no, looks like I need some external user script to make night mode. Probably I can install some extension like inverting the colors, or ask about some other extension. Then do you want to play? For some reasons, those Atomar players that usually play versus me are all offline at this time. Okay, so if nobody wants to play, then probably we should analyze some games that we played today to see what we can improve. Okay, let's see this game. Okay, if someone wants to play, okay, they will accept the SIG probably. Okay, let's see this. So he just takes. If I play queen d4, can't move pieces like that. I don't like that. If I move queen d4, he has knight d3 check. And also just f6 maybe. So it doesn't look like a good move. Can play maybe queen d5. And like if f6, I could play queen f7, king takes. And pretend that this is an ass for the queen, but... Oh, if f6 I can take with the queen on g8 maybe. Right. If he takes with the knight, I take this, oh, and it will be roughly equal material, and he has a tempo. No. So maybe this is not a good opening. What if I play knight b5? Knight b5. Knight take d5. Knight take d5, bishop takes d8, and equal material because he took my knight together with the pawn in the center. Yes. I agree that this is one of the possible variations for that. What if knight b5 in this position? Probably maybe queen takes g5. No, I just play c3, and if check, king d2, this doesn't look super good for black, because king on d2 is not as bad as Atomar is in Atomic. So after knight b5 here, it's not so clear what black should do to defend from taking this material. I think knight b5 can be played. Does white have an advantage here? I don't know. It may have, so I probably will play in some other game later. So okay, let's see what happened next, because this opening is not the only interesting part of this game, unlike Atomic. I mean, endgames are also interesting in Atomic, but most games don't go into endgame. Most games in Atomar are decided in the endgame anyway, just in the opening it's decided who will have more material in the endgame. Okay, here I just blundered the bishop. I think if I would play something like, I don't know, bishop g4 to remove on d5 to d1, I have an extreme advantage in this position. The bishop can take any advanced passers like happened next in the game. And my king is just a beast here. And this king will have a very hard time to capture these pawns because he needs to somehow go through. Capture this first, so like that. Maybe it's still a draw, but I think I have an advantage thanks to my super advanced king. I just blundered this bishop. After that, and I also blundered in a stupid way. Maybe I could play king c2. He takes, I take the rook. Oh, then the same thing that in the game might have happened, or no? I'm not sure. Probably yes. There was one extra tempo. It looks like I still can't run for this pawn. So, but it is not so easy to win with the queen versus many pawns that I noticed in some other games. So here, this position should be completely draw. But I just missed that there is a check. I don't see any way how blacks can win. They need to put the queen here somehow. I can just probably play king g7 and try to defend this square so that the queen is never put here. She may only give checks to my king. Then once she doesn't give a check, I just promote my own queen. But I'm not, even if I promote the queen, I am not playing for a win because it seems very easy to exchange queen by giving some check with fork on my queen. And if the queens are exchanged, even if I capture this pawn, two connected pawns, I draw. So this position should be a draw. They just blundered. Okay, I think I analyzed this game. Let's create a seek again. Look at other game in the meantime. Okay, this is quite an interesting opening. Usually people play knight b5 here to capture this. They play queen g5 and capture this. And then it is hard to say who is better in this position. It's very imbalanced. Well, Fables. I think you can play as Anonymous on this side, right? Okay, so this is Fables. So let's start with knight c3 again. This seems like a most principal move. It develops a knight and creates some. Okay. What do I play? What can I play? So clear he wants to go here. And then I go. Let's play d3 maybe or f3. play f3 to prevent knight jumps. If he plays knight c6, he plays this, unfortunately. Okay, let's exchange these knights. This knight will be very weird now. If he plays this, I take here and win more material. So he plays like that. Let's take this, so that his king will have harder time to develop. Let's block the knight. Okay. Knight f6, knight, nice move actually. I didn't notice that. Let's play g5. Okay. Now I should somehow activate my pieces, especially this knight. It's not clear how to activate this knight. Start with castling. If this file is open, I am well prepared for that. Then this knight. Okay. Where is this knight going? I should play knight h3, f2, d3. I don't particularly like my pawn structure though. This pawn. I made it quite weak by pawn structure, to be honest. So I need to activate my second rook maybe. Put it on d2. Try to do some check. I don't know. Put the rook on d7. If one rook is defended by the other, he cannot take with the king. This may be unpleasant for him. Okay, he just allows this move. I would not allow that. I can win material, it seems. Now he wants to invade with the knight. How dangerous is that? Doesn't look particularly dangerous. If he plays any knight move, basically I go with my rook there. And after rook exchange, I start developing my king. It will be hard for him to take this h4 pawn. But on the other hand, there are other pawns in this position. Let's exchange the rooks. He wants to take with the knight. I won't allow this. What should I do about that? Should I take with the knight? No, I take with the pawn. No. Let's go capture these pawns. Hello, Chris Rapid. Okay, what is going on? He wants to give some checks, maybe. He has this check. Very well defended rook. But I go just forward and forward. I want to capture these pawns. These pieces look quite awkward on the other hand. Okay, it's like that. His king can't really do anything for now. This knight actually controls squares against the king. Knight gives this check, actually, I like this. So he need to return here or here. Let's play this. Oh, he cannot go here. It's my rook controlling that square. But if I play king d4, it's not super pleasant for me. Let's play bishop b1 just to prevent him taking here. I need to somehow capture those pawns. How do I do that? This knight also defends the d5 square from my rook. Maybe I should just put the rook somewhere here. Let's try. Oh, he just goes here. On d7. I really don't like that his king can go to d4. How can I prevent this? I don't understand this move. What is he threatening? I don't know. Let's just attack his rook. Now my rook defends d4 square from below, not from above. Oh, he protected that square with the knight. His position looks quite awkward. Okay, let's try to undermine his pawn somehow. I am very down on time. Try to make a passer. Also make a weak pawn for him. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He defended this, right? Okay, how do I capture that then? Not clear. I captured this pawn, by the way. Okay, oh, I cannot do that, right? I need to attack the knight. Oh, flag. Flag, flag, flag. Was good game. Okay, how should I play? Okay, let's play knight f6. Just exchange. He doesn't want to exchange. Not sure. Maybe this is not such a good opening for black. He has this move. Let's play. But like... very unpleasant position for me. Let's do that. So that he doesn't have knight takes. Probably knight f6 is not a good response. F6 looked better. Maybe there is something except f6, I don't know. e5 or something. Like e5, knight g5. And maybe there are some ideas with queen g5, queen takes g7, if he takes on h7. He allows this move. It's very weird. his queen looks captured. So he must take the knight maybe, or do something here. Okay, can I just take? To pretend I am just up material for nothing. Looks like it. Okay. Let's play queen here. We threatening to capture on g2. And also threatening to take this knight. Oh, he has this check. I missed that. Okay, let's take this knight. Check. Oh, nice scam. Nice scam. Does he has any real threats? He doesn't have this move because I can take on h2. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like my king is very dangerous here. I mean, it is dangerous for him, but nothing is dangerous for my king. Okay, can I play? I want to exchange the rooks. Let's try to exchange rooks. So that my king feels absolutely safe and I can capture the pawns. Okay, what is this? Wants to give this check, right? So dangerous. They don't like that. Definitely don't like that. Let's just take this rook. Try to escape with my king. So, oh, my pawn structure is so bad. Let's try to develop my bishop. If he plays f5, this pawn may get weak at some point. Let's play h6 so that they can just capture this pawn. Wow, I missed that move. Okay, what is the material now? Does it matter actually? Boom. Let's try to capture his bishop. Okay, let's do that and try to capture all the pawns. If he exchanged rooks, looks like a winning position for me because my king is more active. He doesn't exchange rooks though. Don't like that. Let's play this. Okay. So I have some real issues in this position. Actually, I didn't expect that. Oh. No, my clock. Oh. Yes, but the position was bad anyway. Okay, what do we play? Let's play knight f3, since we lost to it in the previous game. What is that? What is that scam? Wow. Okay, I don't know, actually. This is so confusing. Let's just take here. They have a trap. What do I? Bishop g5. His queen feels quite uncomfortable. So he develops it, but I want to pin it. I want to pin it. So he probably needs to still to take on f2, not on h2, and I have a bit more developed pieces. So let's play this. How do I go for his queen? Okay, let's just play a stupid move. And let's see if this material relation is good for me. Can I castle? Why not? Does he wants to checkmate me or what? It will be hard to take his queen actually. I need to invent something. Maybe play like that. Just play this right. Okay, then I need to develop this bishop first. I don't have this check because knight. Okay, let's play this move then. I want to play rook h4, but he just takes on g3 and I'm not really up material. Right? Okay, let's allow him to do that. Doesn't want that. Wants to just win some material. And he's correct. Okay. Now we need to... Oh, do I want to give up this bishop? No. So let's play this way so that this is not a check. I want to take this pawn basically. It's quite weak. I also can put my rook here so that his king has issues taking this pawn. He wants to undermine my pawn structure. This will take quite some time. Wow, nice move. We play this. Let's play. We can't take because his knight will be captured too. If I play this, he takes. Fortunately, I cannot do that really. I don't know where to put my bishop, basically. Can I just scam his rook? Somehow. Wow. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's play this. Try to open up the position somehow. I want to block this rook on c5 maybe. Plays b6. Okay, c5. Play this, right? Now I can try to take this pawn. This bishop goes somewhere, I don't know where. Try to trap it with g5, right? Maybe it's not pleasant. He doesn't trap. I can defend this pawn with the bishop, I don't care. He might go for the next pawn. This will be hard to do. Or he can give a check and take this, but I still defending this pawn with the rook, right? Or like that. No, like that. Wow. This move though. Let's move our king closer to the action. Okay, move. Like that. Looks like a draw, honestly. Probably I won't do anything here. I need to block this pawn from a1. Oh no, this I win. This is winning now. I should have really defended a1 because this is easy win. Just take this pawn with my king. I should have removed my queen from a1 before taking, but it's easy wins at this point. Okay, d5. Let's just play g5, why not? Such kind of moves is not a threat to my king anymore. Okay, let's develop this bishop. He can play e5, but this pawn might be pretty weak after some moves. So I'm fine with that. I don't like the fact that his bishop goes here. I missed that. How should I now deal with that? No, like that. Because after e5 this bishop is not good on g7 anyway. Okay, this move looks pretty unpleasant. Let's play this. So f6, right? And this is very weird. My pieces are completely undeveloped now. But on the other hand, these pawns may become pretty weak very soon. He wants to play like that. What I can do. Okay, let's take that. If he plays this, I play bishop d6 maybe. Might take, I castle. Doesn't look too bad for me. This bishop is now well developed. Okay, he may give this check actually. Try to checkmate me. Wow. That and this is checkmate. What a scam. I should defend like that. This is really dangerous position. He also might take some material on c7 if I allow him. The aim of Atomar is to capture the king directly, yes. So stalemate also works. Checkmate is very hard because you need to defend your attacking pieces. It is very hard to defend them in atomic style game. Oh, he wants to activate his second bishop. Let's take. Let's take like that. Don't want this bishop to get activated and helping to attack my king. This is completely unpleasant position. Can I maybe play checks? Okay, let's try. I attack this pawn now, so he needs to act quickly. Otherwise he loses one of his attacking pieces. Okay, this move. Okay, take. Okay, he wants to take this, obviously. Can I defend really? Very hard to defend. I want to draw. So queen h7 here. That's bad. This looks like I lost. Wait. That. He allows my king to be a bit more active. I don't think this was a particularly good idea for him. But it should be winning anyways. Let's go. One king versus the whole armada. Let's play this, prevent bishop here. Do this so that if he takes, I have this move. I'm trying to take this pawn. Of course, there is the threat of checkmating me, but in such position, I should really capture the pawns as fast as possible. Don't care about checkmate. Here. Actually, Oh, yes, I forgot about that. The position was bad anyway. So, no, this is not Atomar World Championship. Wow. Okay, let's play knight h3. Let's see what he got here. Okay, how is this? Very weird. Why allow this? c3. e3, he takes. Right. Don't want to do that now. Let's just exchange. Doesn't look super dangerous. So I have this check and this check. It's just... Okay, let's activate our queen. Check. And let's try to exchange this bishop for this bishop. Okay, I have this move. I really think I should win this. But he has two bishops. If I manage to exchange dark square bishops, it should be just super easy win. But there are still chances to capture my queen. Or checkmate my king with two bishops. Don't know. So I need to maybe pin this bishop somehow and then exchange. This will be hard. Exchange the queen for two bishops also works. Check. When I exchange bishop should be win. Actually, he had an interesting move. F3. Okay, let's play last game versus Fables. Maybe Chris Rapid wants to play, don't know. Okay, knight. Yes, there is also Atomic World Championship. It will start soon. And there is Atomar World Championship. Chronotalk decided to create this second championship to create a game where there are no engines, and also like that is very similar to Atomic, but is much more balanced. It doesn't look like white is winning from starting position. There is still some advantage for white, but it's not winning because you cannot create any threats on the king. At least on the first several moves. So f6. Don't like f6. Let's try aggressive e5. Maybe he plays bishop g5. I thought knight f5, knight h6. And he gives up the bishop. I don't think this is a good decision. Because this is not atomic. On the other hand, he has d6, right? Can I play king d7 and pretend that he cannot check my king? Because if he really cannot check my king from here, this pawn will become weakness. Okay, let's play knight h6. This knight, I am not sure what is threatening. Not that I'm particularly glad about this knight. Okay, or should I block with some other piece like the bishop? Block with the bishop, he has knight e6, right? So let's do this risky move. My bishop is not playing, that's what I don't like about it, but bishop b7 and c5 maybe. I managed to develop it. It's very hard to check my king with a knight. The only piece he can hope to check is bishop or queen. If he checks with the queen, nobody is defending this pawn. Okay, he wants to... I don't know what he wants to do actually. He cannot play queen d5 because I just take this with the king. But his queen is dying. This is probably some exchange, I don't know. Rook here and rook takes, but queen d5 doesn't look very good. Okay, I play this, attacking this square. c5 is a move that I should track carefully. But again, if he plays c6, I can take with the king. So he needs to defend this pawn before moving c5, c6. And also he needs to defend this square right now. And this pawn is weak. Okay, let's attack. Only the queen defending it, and the queen can be harassed very easily in this game. By direct attacks, by explosions onto the nearby pieces. What can I play? Let's play this move. So if this and I take, he doesn't take. I don't take my own bishop. And maybe I can play knight c6 at some point to prevent any activity. Or king c6. Can I exchange this bishop? I really want to exchange this bishop. I also have queen a5 because he cannot take this pawn anymore. So he defended. Okay, let's activate our queen. Here, he gives a check. Oh, I can take this pawn then, right? Let's try. Oh, he can promote a new queen. Oh, he forfeits. Okay, let's GG's, right? I think that was 4-2 in my favor. So Fable's plays pretty strong in this game. Okay, I think I will take a small break right now, maybe 3 minutes, and then try to find more opponents. And if I won't fight, then I just analyze the games and finish the stream probably. So a small break right now. Okay, I returned. Hopefully the stream is still up. Looks like it is. So let's continue. Let's try to find more opponents. I may play learning variants right now if he wants to play, because he pinned me in Discord. Okay, learning variants accepted my seek. Let's try to scam him with the open that I learned. I'm not sure what he plays versus knight c3, I already forgot. Maybe c6 he plays. With c6 I will probably not actually scam with any opening. So e4 opening some queen g4. Threats on those squares. What if I play queen h5? He can play maybe knight h6. I may try to do something like that. Trying to take this. Just to exchange queens. This knight is now quite awkward. My pawn structure might not be that good for an endgame. So how can I improve that? Okay, let's just develop pieces so far. The stream is up. Okay. This pawn should become a weakness, right? Oh, but e5 pawn also becomes a weakness. So let's do some scam move. Return. The structure changes. So I think I have a right to return now. Check. I would not be too glad about this pawn if I were black. Right now I cannot, of course, just come and capture it because he can defend it somewhere, but it may become a long-term weakness. Let's just do that. I play knight b5, he takes, check. He just does that and I lose material. Let's play f3. Probably remove my knight so that my pawns can move. Learning variant says that only 4 people maybe saw my forum post, but actually the activity in chat seems it seems like there are more activity in chat than on my yesterday's stream. He wants to tell me that this pawn is also a weakness. I don't believe in that. Because a4 pawn, since it is a rook pawn, it will be hard to get to. This. Okay, some very positional position. I need maybe to play with the king at some point. But how to develop my pieces in this position? Okay, let's put this bishop here so that he doesn't want to exchange so easily. What can we do? Bring king. You know, I take this. This I don't like. How to exchange this weakness now? Actually, the position is quite cramped. Okay, he definitely wants to take this pawn with the king. How should I prevent that? Okay, let's play bishop g2 again. Knight f2 and try to activate my second rook to scam his king. What is this? Okay, let's try to push this pawn forward. This pawn may get weak, but okay, he decided to take. And now it seems like my knight is activated. And the second rook is going to c1. So let's go. Let's go. If he takes, I give this very unpleasant check. If he takes, he also loses a knight, not only the rook. If he doesn't take, I also have this check. Then I take the material probably. Can I checkmate maybe? Wow, he does that. Okay. Oh, he wants to take this pawn actually. Let's just take. Okay, can move. Oh, let's just take this. Okay, he gives up more material. Die. Let's cut like that. Let's try to promote this pawn. He wants to exchange it for the knight. Can I prevent this really? Let's exchange. Now play this. Try to activate my knight. Oops, almost blundered. Should not blunder like that. Let's exchange. Let's exchange this too. Play this. I should not allow his king to this pawn. Let's give this check. How to not allow actually? Actually very hard. Play this. This. Play this. He must return, right? Let's play this. Cannot take anything. Let's take this pawn. Let's play this. This. Check. Check. What should I do in this position? Maybe capture this pawn really. Take. Okay, this looks winning for me. Okay. Was not an easy game. Or accept rematch, right? C3. D5. D5. The queen might try to pull some tricks, but I don't think they hope. Scrutiny. Can I play b4? I think in general 5 on 5th file are weak, except when they are protected from the rook pawn. So b4 pawn protected by a5 pawn should be strong. g4 pawn protected by h4 pawn should be strong. Okay, what is this? Scam? He takes here, unfortunately. This is probably not good for me. Okay, should not really allow this move. Okay, let's defend this pawn. Oh, he can take this, right? And this pawn gets weak. Maybe I should not have played this. Let's play this. Oh, and I have a scam, right? Yes, I have a scam. Now I'm up in exchange, it seems. Right. how do I proceed here? Let's maybe take. No, I want to develop my pieces first. There is no rush for take because he cannot really play f5. He'll just lose this pawn if he does. So let's activate my bishop. And then we need to find a way to capture his pawns. He also have 2 bishop advantage, so exchanging these bishops should be good for me. Maybe I should also put my rook somewhere so that if this pawn gets d4, then he doesn't have bishop take b7. He has bishop c6, right? Let's take this scam. Try to attack him. To also prevent his king from entering my camp. So probably this and this I have. Okay, I will not allow the rook. Now, how do I continue here? How do I continue? It's really a hard question. You can actually easily lose this pawn. He should just take on a4. He will have hard time stopping both of my passers. I like that idea. We take on c7 though, right? Let's try. Oh, he weakened this pawn. That's good. That's really good. Let's go. Oh, but he wants to put rook here. Let's put the bishop here, bishop e6, and then my king can go to this pawn. So it is not exactly clear for me what he's doing now. He should defend this pawn from c1 probably. But I think I can put my bishop on c2 then. Can he defend it from c4? No. Maybe he could sacrifice his rook for this pawn and try to invade with the king. But I have a scam idea here. So c5 was not a good move. If rook c4, I just take this pawn. The rook is going on 2. So it looks that I am winning in this position finally. Yes, this is actual scam. But you shouldn't have moved c5. I am not sure that taking the a4 pawn like I intended was a good idea. It may even be losing idea. Okay. Takes. Let's go. Let's bring my king closer. Let's go. And now he wants to tell me that, but he can't invade still because my bishop defends everything. He can only invade if he takes the bishop, but I will have too much material at that point. Oh, he wanted to do that. This pawn becomes a queen. Can I defend this pawn? Can. Not for long. I can block on a8 at some point. Let's try to do that. I should be in square of this pawn, right? So I should easily capture this pawn with the king, actually. And then this is just win. Oh, okay, Luka wanted to play, right? Let's try to put a new seek. Who is this? Let's try to play this guy. I don't know who is that. I can play Luka, many games with Luka anyway. This is some new guy. Okay, let's again play our d4 move. Oppa wants to play okay. After 2 games with this guy, I will probably play with Oppa. I think you can play someone else right now. Okay, let's play this. Wait, should I give up this bishop? If he takes, I probably have queen g4 and queen takes. So I don't think that taking the bishop is a particularly good idea. Okay, knight h6. Let's just take, I don't care. But do I have real advantage here actually? Space is not such an advantage in this game because when pawns get too far, they become vulnerable to the king. So maybe I just lost 2 bishop advantage and did nothing actually. Let's just try to put all our pawns on the 4th. Activate our king and pretend that we are just closer to promotions and our pawns are not bad. Let's put all on the 4th. Okay, this I missed. Shouldn't be too bad. Or this I missed. Yeah, 2 bishops. This is always pleasant. Okay, let's play this now. This bishop is hanging. So he needs to move it, I suppose. But where? C2 maybe. Yes. Okay, let's play this move so that if he takes, I have knight g5. It is not clear how to make progress from this position. Let's play this. Probably queen g4 is not a bad move for him. But can I just play knight g5 if he does that? He gives a check. We shouldn't allow to give this check. Now this queen looks strange. I don't want to take it at the expense of two pieces, but it also doesn't threaten anything. So he might as well. But and also it can't go away because then I take on h5. So it looks like a little scam. Let's just activate our knight. H3 is controlled by the rook, so I can freely move my knight somewhere here. He gives up the rook. Okay, oh, I could take on h5. I can still do that. I like this position. Should be win for me. Okay, let's castle. How to activate my rooks? I'm not entirely sure. Let's try to play this. If he opens, I play rook f7. If he takes, this is just rook exchange. If he doesn't take, I probably have an attack. Right, so I play this and exchange queens now. This should be a win endgame. Check. It's probably time to activate my own king. Let's play this move. He wants to invade. Let's prevent this. Okay, let's grab those pawns. There are lots of pawns on that side. Let's do that. Oh. Let's give this check. If he moves here, I just take this pawn. If here, I just take this bishop and my king is much more active, so should be winning, right? Maybe no. If we promote the queen, so it will be draw. Looks like a draw. Looks like I'm scammed. But these two pawns are quite advanced, right? If I take here, here, these pawns are quite advanced and dangerous. I think I have the right to take that. Do that. This should be dangerous for him. Really. How to win that? Let's play this. Oh, he just gave a king. This was a nice endgame. I think due to pawns rather advanced and my king close, it was winning, but in general, such endgames can be a draw. Okay, let's play this. 4 spectators on stream. This is very cool considering that it is not only chess stream. Okay, I took a rematch because, well, it seems fair to play a game for both colors. And then I, of course, take another opponent. Next I will play Opabinia or Luca. We can flip a coin in the house. Who will be next, Luca or Opabinia, if they both want to play. Let's play e6. Didn't expect that. Don't like that. Okay. Looks like not a good position for me. He takes with the queen. I probably play knight a6. Oh, he just decided to do that. Okay. Now it's queen for the rook, right? Right. So it's bad position for me, but should not be too bad. So he wants to just take here. Let's play f5 to prevent all scams of this sort. Okay. What can he do now? Okay, he decided to just win a pawn. With extra pawn and such a pawn imbalance, it is not decided yet. It's much easier to capture the pawn here and win this pawn in atomic. He makes it even easier with this move. This pawn will be a weakness. For sure. He may play d6, not very pleasant currently, but this makes the pawn even weaker. So let's play king d7. Try to come close to this pawn. closer. We defend by c4. Let's play this. Not sure how to attack his pawns correctly in this position. Let's try to exchange this and then wait with my pieces. Let's take. Let's prevent the king moving in this way. Check. I want to actually capture this bishop, so if king f3, I think this is good for me. Let's do that. Takes. Let's block this pawn. Can I do that? This is too cheeky. Let's try. Check. Check. Try to continue like that. Check. Continue moving our pawns. So he just wants to capture. Scam. Probably this works, not sure. Oh, he plays check. Could do that actually. With this. I'm close to checkmate. It's checkmate, right? Right. Okay, now I'm playing. Okay, who I'm playing? GG's. Let's play a Pabinia. 2 games and then 2 games versus Luca. Okay, c6 again. What should I play versus c6 actually? Let's play 2 knight opening. Oh, he plays this, right? No, he plays f6. Let's do something with d4. This is not super weird though. h5. This is really strange. How can I use the fact I can play? No. So how can I use this weirdness? Not sure. If I try to innovate with my knights. Okay, let's exchange. We have 2 bishops now. Maybe not for long. this is some scam. Okay. Let's play h3 if here I can play knight e5, right? Looks right. Shameless two knights pair. Right. I am a shameless two knights pair. This is a well-known fact. Can I do that? His bishop now looks quite weak. Okay, now why not just push c4? h4. Let's try to undermine this pawn. Maybe I will manage to create a weakness on h5. So that my king can capture it. After I exchange everything. Okay, he just wants to exchange here. Let's play this. Queen a5 is never a move. How to proceed? Let's block this pawn with the rook. Then maybe I can bring the king closer. Actually, I could return the bishop to c8. Because now that the structure is changed, this looks like a good move. But okay. Let's activate our king. Might not be a super good idea with queens on the board. On the other hand, he can't attack me. Continue. I want to activate my second bishop probably too. And then rook f1 maybe. So g4 is impossible because I just take with the king. In the long term I just take on g5 and take on h4 too. How he proceeds. Maybe he can yes, he wants to defend this square somehow. Oh, and if I take the pawn, he just checkmates me. What a nasty. Right. And there are checkmate ideas. For sure. What if I just ignore everything? Play this. These pawns may become even weaker now. Because they're so advanced. Okay. Let's take these two and try to mount counterattack. The queen g1. Tries to invade with the knight. They have no time, by the way. Oh wow, I missed that. Okay, I play this anyway. Quite a bad position for me. We need to open his king and try to checkmate it with those pieces. He also tries to checkmate my king now. Wow. They can block, right? Okay, can I give this check? This check. This is so wild. No, absolutely no time. Oh, I managed to flag. Opa binie. Scam. Scam again. H4. Let's play something normal. A3. Probably that was a misclick. Let's play C5. B5. I play this move. Looks nice. Let's do this. Activate my knight. Oh, knight e4 check. Some pleasant threat. F3 probably. Wow. Like that. Just like that. Okay, I play this so the king can't cross this line. B4 maybe. There's also this check. Why I didn't play it on previous move, I don't know. Actually. Oh. If I return back to amend this mistake. It doesn't look like it's amended actually. Okay, let's take material. Let's play bishop here. Actually, the king is still in an unfortunate situation. But this knight needs to control this square. This I don't like. So I need to develop my rook somehow. Also his knight may enter the game. So let's try to play this. Now h6. try to maybe develop my rook somehow. Wants to play this move, right? It's nasty. Hand. Okay, let's give this check. He takes the rook, but I don't care at this point. Really. Let's go with king. How to activate it? Actual scam. They should play rook e6 again. Rook e6. I play this. Just take this pawn, right? Okay, let's play this instead. This knight is hanging now. The rook to take. But I need to say that this position is still very unpleasant. I barely defend this pawn. Where does he go? If he goes here, I can go here, right? Let's just promote them. Okay. Scam. I can play this, right? Only he don't like how his king is cut now. Wait, what a scam! I forgot again about that. Oh, I played 2 games versus Pavinia, right? Right. So I guess it's time to seek for a seek. I mean, it's again my atomic vision. Because the kings were connected, so I didn't notice the check. My vision doesn't check for a check in this case if the kings are connected. I need to somehow consciously check for the check in this case. So Luca, do you want to play? If Luca doesn't want to play, then I probably continue playing Opabinia. Okay, Luca, put up a seek. H4. Let's see how to play against that. 5. A4. Very, very good opening by me. How should I attack this knight now? Maybe I should not actually play something like that instead. d3 or c4. Let's play d3 and c4. Such pawn structure is good in general to prevent the king from taking from the front. So he just decided to spoil it with this sacrifice. Disgusting. Let's exchange. Actually, if I play this, he plays this, right? Maybe I play this. Okay, let's try. So I have some threats. He gives this check, but okay, what next? I can move closer, right? Use this check. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I should really run here. He can give this check. What is this? This is not checkmate, right? I can escape. So I just take this. So he wants to checkmate me like that. Very nice, very nice. Not nice for me, actually. Let him do this move, this move. Okay. This is real scam. I am almost checkmated. It is very hard to untangle in this position. I should do something like that, probably. He will also try to promote this side, using the fact that I don't have any tempo. Wow. Can I play this? And then I can move with the knight. Probably. To b1. So he must take, it seems. I have no time also. Okay, move here. Oh, he takes that? Really? Not good for me. I can tolerate that, so considering this absolutely awful position. So this move. He finally takes probably. Or does this and I take. What is this? Actual scam. Let's play this move. Now at least I can escape from stupid checks. Play this check here. this is far from saved, I would say. This knight is still undeveloped. Let's take this. Let's go here. Maybe this position is already not bad for me. Yes, scam. Okay, let's play this. He can take, but I have extra rook and knight. Should be okay for me. Okay, he allows that. Let's activate our king pawn. And not allow him to activate his. Actually, I allowed that. Which isn't particularly good. Let's do that. Let's play. Let's play this. If this, I just go take this pawn. I also have no time in this position. Absolutely no time. Wait, I defend this pawn, right? And promote it. Accept rematch. All my games versus Luka are the same. First he squeezes me, makes my position look really losing. Then I somehow scam him. Because I am losing sometimes, but latest game I usually go by this scenario. I don't believe in this move. If I do this first. When I did e5 at some point versus Opabinia, this pawn eventually became very weak. It needed to be defended by d4, but it's also not super strong. Okay, so he just... Okay, let's play that. What is this? Again, some very weird moves. I am almost scammed, but I can castle, right? Where is the check here? Okay, looks like I am a bit up material. Rook for bishop. Something like that. Let's take. And after that I will have... Okay, he has this check, right? Scam. Oh, what is this? He always gets such good positions against me. Oh, this is probably not good. he still has ideas, right? Let's try to develop pieces. What does he do? Clear some scam. Quite clear. He can give this check. He might take, but I'm up material, so should not matter much. Now I'm threatening to take this rook. Or move here or something. It's very hard not to give two rooks for a queen. If I take, he takes. So he wants me to play this stupid endgame. Don't want to go into that. I should just play this one. Take, I take, he takes. Then I have nice pawn structure on the queen side. And in general, nice pawn structure. Because he takes this isolated pawn. It's not fully isolated, it can become protected, but learning variance recommends remember not to hang your king. Yes, it's a good advice for an aspiring Atomar player. So here he wants to save his queen probably. Oh, what a scam. Let's make some space for my king, right? So that I am not checkmated along the back rank. Now I can play this move. Probably. Check. Go here. This check too. Let's try to play this move and make this pawn defended. Wait. What he tries to do, actually. Not sure about this. I really need to chase this queen away somehow. But how? Should I think about that? Maybe. Oh. Very hard actually. Let's play this. He tries to move his queen, my rook immediately gives a check. So I probably play this, and then try to chase his queen. Let's play this. Play this move now. Split right here to defend these light squares. Now, what should I do about that? Try to promote maybe. Wait. It just weakened everything, right? this check maybe. If he takes, he should be winning endgame. His king is way too distracted. These 2 pawns. Okay, I'm going here. Not sure what he is trying to do. I just exchange everything on this side. There is no way that he not loses against those 4 pawns. Wait, what a scam. Resignation. Okay. Oh, we played 2 games, right? I don't remember. Okay, let's play knight f3. What is this? Do I have such scam ideas in this position? Maybe no. I just don't want to play some boring stuff like exchanging the knights. Let's play this. It takes. Let's take. d5 at some point will be played. So let's play this, and if he takes, I take this. Oh, he doesn't allow this. Let's take. I don't think this pawn is an asset in this position. Because I'll try to trade it somehow. Oh, nice scam. Let's play this. This. Now we will take, or he plays this and we take. It will be very hard to defend this. Let's play. Take. And now try to put now knight here. But he will play this, right? Okay. I should just exchange for the bishop. Have this move, right? Threatening to take this pawn. So I managed to exchange the knight. Now this pawn is not defended. Probably he goes here. But I give check that no. Take this. So let's take the pawns. Wait, what is this scam? don't care, I just take all the pawns. Here. So if he defends it without check. Now give this check. Let's give this check. If he tries to attack the knight is no longer attacked. I can give a check with tempo. I should give him some checks. Let's try to catch his king. Check. What is this? Check. Oh, and I scammed him for the rook. Oh no, wait, he has this move. Oh, I defend. Oh, I don't defend my rook. Wait. I forgot this is atomic. I mean Atomar. Well, I have a passer. It should be fine for me. He cannot take this rook really. Why is it a draw? I don't believe this is a draw. Wait. I still have tricks, I think. Okay, defend like that. Now try to stop my king. Okay. So if I make a queen, he takes. Have some checks. I probably catch his pawn. Okay, let's try this end game. Check. Let's check from here. Try to gradually move the queen closer. Check. Interesting. How do I proceed from this? Don't really particularly like this. Need to block on h1. How to do this properly? Maybe I want that his king stands on h2. Let's give this check. I don't see a win, unfortunately. Just all looks like a draw. This is just a draw, unfortunately. It's not easy to find anything in Blitz. Okay, let's agree for draw. Okay. I guess we could end the stream because I played quite a lot. Anyway, I'm making a pause now, and then I think whether I end the stream or maybe someone else wants to play. Okay, since it seems like there is only one viewer and I already streamed for 3 hours, I think it's time to finish. There were quite good games. Or maybe it's time to analyze some games, I don't know, maybe we may analyze a bit. What's happening here? Let's see this game. Because I somehow lost quickly and very bad in this position. So allowing queen, yes, after this move my position was probably really bad despite me having some material advantage. I actually think that he could exchange the queen for these two pieces for quite some time. If Luka have done that, then probably he would win because he could also create a passer on this flank, and I would have a really hard time to develop these pieces and capture this passer. Could try to capture it with the king, but I don't think that. I don't know, maybe I could capture it with the king eventually. We need to look at concrete moves. But I mean, the problem is that black is down material after I took with the queen, so if you don't act decisively in such position, and we just gradually lose, like happened in the game basically. But how should I have prevented what happened? Because I don't particularly feel like playing such positions where I need to defend direct my mate treats and can't develop my king side. So here I already got such position. I cannot close with the knight or with the queen because it takes. Maybe here I could just play queen b2. There are no entry points. It's probably queen b2 was better. Or c5. c5 creates a very weak pawn. So he may capture it with the king, but... Oh no, I cannot play c5 because he attacks my queen. Maybe I can just take. No, I cannot really take, right? So yes, queen b2 looks like the only move. In this position, well, queen d2 also looks like the only way to defend, but here c5 might be better actually. On the other hand, it allows bishop to invade, so it's hard to say. This position already looks better for black, because the material is equal, yet I didn't take on g7. But black already creates some threats. Queen d2 probably was correct. Here, of course, allowing to invade in knight. It might be knight could invade on e4, at which point e4. Here e4. Here e4 is bad because he can take and my bishop is eliminated. The bishop takes knight e4. Yes, that makes sense. So if he is check, I can defend with the queen. He can maybe play queen b2. But since I have a queen and the position is relatively locked, it shouldn't be probably an issue to have a queen here. After e4 he can also take and try to invent something with the pieces. Or maybe playing e4 himself. Still looks a bit worse for me. Probably he should take en passant after e4. This was a nice find. So basically the idea is that, as I said before in the stream, such three pawns are very strong. You defend all four squares before it's hard to go with the king, it's hard to move pieces. So this is like a positional sacrifice. Maybe even better was to play knight a5. So that, on the other hand, maybe knight is not. Maybe if I take and he plays bishop here, it is not as strong. Oh no, but I can't really defend like that because e4, right? So after knight e5 in this position, maybe I need to play knight d2 to defend from knight b2. Then e4 again. If I take here, he moves knight here. If I take here, he moves d3. Maybe d3 is not that dangerous for me at all. Very hard to calculate, but it looks like black is attacking. So I like knight a5 more in this position. And in general, if we have such 3 pawns, probably it is good to somehow sacrifice a piece for this pawn. Maybe I can use this motif in some other games. But I played trash opening and was a bit punished for it. So nothing particularly special. Okay. What else can I analyze? Opabinia 1. And I haven't managed to punish Opabinia for this opening. Because I actually made one stupid blunder, yes, this move. I just allowed the king in. Should I play instead? On the other hand, this move is unpleasant. Maybe I should just play king d8. If knight here. Okay, knight is invaded. It's not that clear. Alternatively, maybe could just develop somehow this knight. This sacrifices material. It makes king easier to invade from c4. Not sure, maybe this position is already good for white. Or I could just go with my king to e3 while he will try. Okay, I cannot go to e3 because after knight g5 this square will be under check. Maybe I can go like king d7, c6, d5. Just a copy this square with the king. He may play c4 at some point. And also he wins material. I don't like this position. Maybe here I should have not taken material too. It is already hard to play with king invaded. To f5 or d5. So but in this position probably I could just play knight bd7 with king c4. Anyway, this king is not going anywhere, right? All these squares are defended. I can just long castle and try to harass him with the rook. So knight bd7 probably was a better move. On the other hand, he still has knight h3. Castles, knight g. Oh, check. He goes. But I already have some ideas to like check with the second knight. He takes and somehow attack him with two rooks. Maybe return some material back. Maybe this position is not bad. It's not clear. h3 is a nice idea. And actually h4 move was very useful to form this idea, because otherwise I would have a fork on g4 to the king and to h2 pawn. Interesting scam idea from Opabinia. So if you played h4, you can allow the knight on g4 much more easier. Because there is no capture on h2. Okay. And here, probably I could have played just knight c6. Give up this pawn. Oh, okay, I don't like this. He wants to take this pawn to create a bad pawn structure. So it is not entirely clear why this is a bad move. Somehow white is pressuring in this position. Maybe I should just go with the king too. Like, he doesn't develop his pieces and goes with the king, and this somehow just works. Very weird. Maybe knight d7 in this position, so that I can castle, but he can't take queen. And yeah, probably knight d7 is bad. He still has knight h3, knight f3. Knight f3 is not particular threat compared to knight h3 because knight defends e5. So knight should h3. Maybe bishop d6 after that. But still he invades with the king. I can castle. Maybe. Castling long looks like a very urgent idea in this position, so probably knight d7 is best. But this was probably correct. Could probably have played something more calm. Or play e4, or play bishop b7. Because d5 again, it weakens his pawn. Okay, I think enough of analysis. Good games everyone, and hopefully see you on the next streams from Atomic World Championship and Atomar World Championship. So goodbye.